Points and 200 blocks. Mike Jones, another 1,000-point scorer. The senior guard making his final appearance at Comcast Center. And DJ Strawberry, who's had a sensational year with his dad Darryl looking on and the rest of his family. Those three among 6 seniors playing their final game today as the Terrapins take on the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. Our action today in the ACC, college basketball presented by KFC, and it's the Maryland Terrapins against the Wolfpack of North Carolina State for the 141st time between these longtime Atlantic Coast Conference rivals. Take a look at the standings. Virginia has lost to Wake Forest today. Maryland can move into the number 4 spot, which would be big with the ACC tournament in Tampa coming up next Thursday. North Carolina State also coming off a win earlier this week over Wake. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Jimmy Dykes. It's been a great week, partner, for Maryland. They beat North Carolina and Duke. Problem is, great week, they beat North Carolina and Duke.
Yeah, that is. They got to put that behind them and focus on what's ahead of them right now. Think about Maryland, Brad. No one has improved their RPI more over the last 2 weeks. This is a hot club, not only in ACC, but across the country right now. You don't want to be stung today if you're Maryland on senior day with a lot of distractions. That's
right. Take a look at the Star Watch. We've got a young guy and an old guy. A freshman who might be freshman of the year in Brandon Costner, and DJ Strawberry having a sensational campaign in his final season at College Park. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll check the starting lineups in a minute. We're ready to go. Tom Eads, Sean Hull, Sam Croft, our officials. 5 seniors starting for Maryland because it is senior day. So a couple of guys like Parrish Brown, who tracks it down in the backcourt, and Will Bowers, who's in the lineup, normally would not be Maryland starters. But they get the nod today. 6 seniors in all on this Maryland club. And it's Strawberry with a little stutter step, and he walked with it. That's the opening turnover of the ball game on DJ Strawberry. And sometimes, Jimmy, we've seen this a lot this week. You get those senior day jitters. You got the whole family here. You've got the jersey that's framed. Sure. Your coach gives you a hug. Mom and dad are here. The crowd's going crazy. And you got a little bit of the yips early in the ball game.
And Maryland has been so good in the 6-game stretch of playing quick and not turning it over. Strawberry had a 2-quick turnover in the first possession.
Here's NC State coming off a win, 73-66 over Wake Forest. Sidney Lowe's club 5-10 on the ACC campaign, 15-13 overall. Maryland has won 6 straight. McCauley with a fadeaway. A rebound will come off to Bowers, and he'll clear it to Parrish. And a pull-up jumper by Parrish Brown is off the mark, as he wanted to get in the score column before he goes back to the bench.
NC State only getting 8 offensive rebounds a game. That's the last in ACC. They must be really good on their first shot attempt in this ball game.
Brandon Costner, who's had such a sensational year. The freshman who played actually in 5 games a year ago, but he's certainly got to be one of the leading contenders for ACC Freshman of the Year, and he's got the opening 2 of the ball game.
You know what he does really well? He does not get sped up by defense. As a young guy, he plays to the tempo he wants to play when he gets those paws on that basketball.
Maryland still looking for its opening points. And they might get it here as Jones goes up and under, and it goes in.
Brad, that's what he's been doing over the last 6 ball games, doing more than just a 3-point shooter. Think about this. He had 14 points against Carolina from the 2-point territory. He had 10 points against Duke from the 2-point territory. That's good balance for Mike Jones.
25 in all to lead all scorers in that Duke game. The win over the Blue Devils that helped them sweep Duke this year. Fells packs it down low. They kick it back outside. Costner will try a 3. And the rebound comes off to Maryland.
Again, no red jerseys headed to the offensive glass.
Jones for 3. And last touched and out of bounds. It'll be NC State ball as we take a look at Sidney Lowe's starting lineup. The same group that we've seen much of the year because of the lack of depth. When you look at the backcourt, it's Fells, Grant, and Atzer's the guy that runs the show. And then it's Costner and McCauley up front.
That's also their backup lineup, their finish the game lineup, and their scout team lineup.
That's right.
All in one package.
There's not a lot of bench for North Carolina State. Grant missed the jumper. Rebound again. Maryland clears the glass ahead. A dangerous pass stolen away as the Terrapins turn it over again. Costner down low, and he's got an easy deuce in transition. So that immediately, that turnover led to points going the other way.
Brad, Maryland does not have their normal five starters on the floor to start this game because of senior day. They are not in rhythm. Vasquez and guys getting ready to check in will get this club back in to their 6-game winning streak rhythm.
Strawberry had an open look and missed it. Atzer with a rebound. They're waiting to bring in James Gist and Grivas Vasquez. And as Jimmy said, there hasn't been a stoppage in play. So those two guys are languishing in front of the scoreboard. The scorer's table as Atzer scores on a great cut to the basket and a 4-point lead.
What a beautiful cut by Atzer to cut all the way to the rim, stuck his head underneath the net, and didn't give up on the pass.
For some reason, the scoreboard has 5-2. It's 6-2, unless I don't know that it's a 2-point field goal every time you score inside. And here's Jones scoring and one. Excuse me, it's a Beckway that scores, and he'll have a chance from the free throw line. Here's the starting lineup. Strawberry, Jones, Parrish Brown starting in the backcourt, the senior. Bowers also starting as a senior, not normally a starter, and Beckway the other one. And those two guys go to the bench now as Gist checks in, and so does Grivas Vasquez. So now the starting five for Maryland for the majority of the year is in there. And Beckway at the free throw line, trying to cap the three-point play and doesn't.
Two things Maryland wants to accomplish in this ball game. First and foremost, win this ball game and stay in the hunt for a number 4 seed maybe in the ACC tournament. To top it all off, it's nice to start all 5 seniors in your starting lineup, but get them out now and go back to work on winning this game.
And a whistle, and I think they're going to call a foul on Costner for an illegal screen, and that'll be his first. So this gives Maryland an opportunity to take the lead for the first time. That is Costner's second foul, and he's going to have to sit.
A club that doesn't have depth has their leading scorer and rebounder sitting on the wood 4 minutes into this ball game.
Not a good sign.
No.
The pass down low by Vasquez, knocked out of bounds. Justin Clark has come in for Costner, who got the early 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the ball game. Gist underneath, and he gives Maryland its first lead.
There's the pressure of Maryland trying to speed the game up. They want the tempo going back and forth, horse race, thoroughbred type stuff.
Now they've got it with the turnover, and Jones with a finger roll comes up short. They had an opportunity with numbers. They had a 3-on-2 there, and Jones came up short.
Brad, we've seen NC State when the ball is not in the hands of Ingen Atzer, they can be turnover happy. They got to be strong with that basketball today and stay spread. Keep the white jerseys off of it.
McCauley with that left hand. That's his move. Ben McCauley averaging 15 a game. He averaged 2 points a game last year. He's the best scoring increase in the ACC. 13 points better than a season ago. Vasquez, a Beckway, outside jumper. And Fells with the rebound.
When you see NC State, Fells had an opportunity to maybe push it with even numbers, but he backs the thing out. That tells you North Carolina State wanted to dictate the tempo.
Strawberry. And that one's going to get flushed. Great play defensively, and then took it the distance himself.
Yeah, because he ripped the guy in Ingen Atzer that's an awfully good, efficient passer. He just baited him into it with his eyes.
Down on the low block, again it's McCauley now on the other side. See where he goes with this one. Up and under with the left hand. Nice move, just didn't finish. Beckway with a rebound.
And Maryland doesn't have to double down on McCauley early. That's important because McCauley can really beat you as a passer.
Here's Gist working against McCauley. Double team. Came up short. Jones was there, and he's fouled by Courtney Fells. So we got a timeout. DJ Strawberry playing in his final game at Comcast Center. Nice steal. Slam on the other end. Tie game.